Are you guys sick of the fact that you're fighting this ultra hybrid team every single round? Help! Help! And you just keep losing and losing and losing and losing. Well, let me tell you something. I have the video for you. How can you defeat a hybrid team? Well, I'm going to show you how. So, I'm going to jump into the facts of how you can indeed beat these hybrid teams. So we're going to go over the facts how you can indeed beat this Gohan. So, number one is a full power purple Jiren. Now this guy, he's first of all purple. That is a really good known fact. He is mostly blast. He has a ranged blue card, and he has a green AoE. Sadly, his green AoE does one flaw, and that is it does not help you with nullifying special coverage change, which is basically a benefact that you want to have in this game. So, if you really want to destroy this Gohan and you run, I don't know, Universe Rep where you have this guy 7 stars, he's a pretty viable option because, you know, the only problem is, well...
Nobody can beat me when I'm Super 17!
Yeah, that guy. But, other than that, if you're going against a Gohan, you need to prepare for this guy. So, this is a really great option if you wanted to beat him. But let's go into someone else. Here's your second option. If you have him, Ultra Gogeta Blue. Now, sadly, he has fallen off a good amount, so he won't tank as well. Also, the fact that Gohan has a strike counter makes it very hard to counter against this guy. So, just a little FYI. But, since he's a range typed character, there's a high chance he's going to have, well, all blast cards. And what happens when you have all blast cards? Well, if you use it against this guy, you're going to lose. And if he has a blue card, you can use it against this guy, you're going to lose. So basically, the fact is, if he uses any card against you, such as a blast, you will be basically fine. The only problem, just like Jiren, is, well...
Nobody can beat me when...
Yeah, but we'll get into that soon. But for now, for this Gohan, you really want to consider running Gogeta Blue on your team. So my third pick, now this is a little crazy, is Purple Gohan. Now, Purple Gohan, he got his Platinum, he got his Zenkai, he's basically cracked. Everyone kind of forgot about this guy almost already just because of Green Gohan's, like, appearance. But, does not make him any worse than what he actually is. He's a ranged character, which basically helps with the fact that, well, he has a strike gauge, he has a blue card, he has a main, he basically is good, and he does a really, really good damage for a Platinum, which is, of course, Gohan Ball Legends, so of course he's going to be a good unit. Do not sleep on this guy. If you really want to run hybrids is what I would recommend, and you want a purple unit to fight against this stupid Gohan, well, there you go. Just use Zenkai Purple Gohan. Obviously, mine's not at 7, but if you have him at 7, he's going to absolutely just smack everyone in the competition. Do not sleep on this guy. He's a pretty considerable option in today's meta. And obviously, going into this guy, he's got to be the best purple. But anyway, another option you can have is Fighter 17. Now, for all your Android mains out there, yuck, by the way. Ugh, imagine maining androids, but I'm here to help because I'm a nice guy. So basically, if you have Hellfighter 17 or if you've not considered to do it yet, first of all, are you even an androids main? Second, why not run him? He's still good. Heck, I like him. I know I don't like androids, but he's a pretty cool unit. But yeah, this guy is going to help you a lot against Gohan. Get this guy. If you are an androids main or your GT main, I highly recommend you work on this guy because he's going to help you. Obviously, you have other options, which I'll get into soon. Oh yeah, I just remembered before I was going to move on to the next character. This guy nullifies endurance on his green card. You don't know how helpful that is against Gohan. If you can somehow lock Gohan in, use a green card, and kill him, yes, it's very, very situational. But the fact is, if you have that green card and that chance to lock him in, you're set, man. There's nothing else you could really ask for. You can demolish him. Just do boom, get green card. Lock him in and rush. It's that simple. Get him out of the match if you can. Just get Gohan out. That's the whole point. If you have Gohan out of the game, 99% chance you will most likely win. I'm gonna be honest. So this guy, you know, underrated, by the way. Many people should really use this guy a lot more, especially in non-Android mains. So we're gonna go to this unit. I do not have this unit at all, but they are very, very good. They reduce ki, they have a pan ability, they have a annoying green card. Their blue card's pretty good, the ult's annoying. Basically, it's Gohan's worst enemy. So if you have this guy, if you pulled him somehow, or you don't have him, and you somehow pull him, hey man, throw him on the team. He's not bad. It's still a runnable unit. I would highly consider running this guy if you really just want to destroy the competition. Another unit I do not have, but I would recommend is LF Purple South. First of all, green AoE, great. He's a range type, even better. Blue card, that's where he kind of gets drawn back. But other than that, he can, when he dies, he destroys all of Gohan's health, so that's helpful, and it is AoE damage, so dude, why not just do it? You really are, you're gonna win with this guy. Just do this, use this unit if you have one. Regen, androids, whatever you have. So I would highly consider, if you're not gonna run Hellfighter 17, maybe give this guy a chance, because his green AoE is literally Gohan's. It locks in, you get that gauge, you can nullify endurance. The only problem is, obviously, if you die, but hey, if you die, you do damage to Gohan, and that means Gohan has a less chance of winning. So, a nice unit to run. The only problem is, well, he gets hit hard, so he will not be in the battle for long. So, I would highly recommend running Hellfighter 17 over this guy, if you can, because he's just a better option. But if you have this guy and you don't have Hellfighter 17, or you just want to run Cell because he's a cool character, I mean, he's still viable. I think he can just do well against Gohan. And just an honorable mention to, I don't recommend this guy, but he's an honorable mention. If you really had to run a purple unit because you're just, I hate Gohan, and this guy's not a bad option. He's a range type, he gets Dragon Balls, he can still combo for a long time, he has a range blue card, his green card's meh, his all is meh, but he has that gauge, and the only problem is it tells you if you have a rush or not, so. But the good news is he has endurance, so that is a good thing to have against Gohan. The only problem is, well, he cannot tank very well, so yeah, maybe don't run him, but hey, if you really hate this Gohan, he's not a bad option. He's okay, at least. But if this is all against Gohan, man. You want to kill Gohan, fly on the Nimbus, kill him, I don't know. So we figured out how to deal with this ugly Gohan here. No offense to the Gohan fans, by the way. But anyway, look at this Gohan that's ruining our fun and everything. So what about these red units? Well, like, what do we do against Pan? Reduces my ki, and Beast Gohan, they both nullify unfavorable elements, so what is the best course of action you could take against them? Well, it's as easy as you think it is. Just run a blue unit. They don't have it forever, and Pan sadly cannot tank really well. Unless they're 14 stars and run with like godly equipments on like defense, then you're going to be fine. So what can you run if you have blue units? Surprise to absolutely nobody. If you have this guy at like at least 7 stars, or I guess close to 7, you are going to destroy the competition. So I would highly recommend, if you do have him, be careful though, because like I said, we have So if you really want to be sure of winning, you need to make sure you've done this guy in the right thing. But he is going to help you a lot because he debuffs blue cards, ults. He basically just nerfs your team from just like this thing, bro. Hybrids exist, it gets nerfed for doing that because 17 is for some reason good. They just love androids. Everyone's saying Gohan Ball Legends. What about Android Ball Legends, bro? Because I don't understand. Okay, so. But yeah, I would highly recommend running this guy if you have him as an option. And if you have stars for him, even better. So we got Narcissistic Trunks. Basically, we just want to say this guy is underrated. I don't know why people don't run him more. If you're a future main, if you're running hybrids or anything else, this guy is a great unit to consider to run for your blue main. He is still a great tank. When you fill up his gauge, he can destroy it. But obviously, going to the fact that there's a Gohan on the team, just be careful, okay? Be careful. Don't have this guy get destroyed by Gohan, because as great as he is, he cannot tank Gohan because Gohan is, well, Gohan. So, he's a great unit, great main, has endurance, make sure you're running all future units or hybrid units, and boom, you should be set for life, man. That's all it is. He's going to be one of the greatest units you've had. He does a lot of strike damage, which sucks, though, that he's a melee type because, well, Gohan, but in the fact of Gohan, like Beast 1 or Pan, they're really not going to be able to do much against this Trunks. And his green card even makes his gauge go up higher, and you sometimes can use that nice old ranged blue card to interrupt. So make sure you're using this guy correctly, and he can almost help you get to whatever rank you're achieving as long as you use him correctly and have high stars on him. Obviously, have him Zenkai, or you will die. Alright, so basically this guy, you're like, Goku, bro, listen. Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. If they get to use a counterable blue card, why don't you? Use this guy. I don't know. Like, yeah, you can't tank, but hey, if you really spike Gohan, just run this guy, man. Like, come on. Screw Gohan, alright? Yeah, how do you like it? Yeah, boom, your units are gone. Your 2 reds gone. Boom. Yeah, how does it feel? But anyway, enough of me ranting. Yeah, if you have this guy, don't actually use him. I'm joking. But if you really have a spiteful thing against Gohan, go ahead. I mean, I don't blame you. No one uses this guy. Okay, but anyway, shoulder pads, Zamasu. Basically, this guy, I would highly recommend that you might be able to use. I would think I'd consider him more of an honorable mention. Because if you don't have Trunks in your running future, and you don't have any other Blue unit like 17 or something, then you might be stuck, especially for us God Keys mains. I know, it hurts. But we might have to run Zamasu. That is literally it. I mean, you get him high stars, he'll be fine. He can tank. Just make sure he's not getting in Gohan's way. Most of these Blue units is kind of the same way. Just make sure you're doing your types. You should know your colors by now. But hey, if you have this Zamasu, he's not the worst pick. He reduces ki. Just make sure you don't get caught so much. But remember, all these units are going to suck balls if you suck at the game. Remember that. I just want to say that right now. So don't suck. Let's put that on the tip board. Don't suck. All right, that's another tip. Know how people play. 9 times out of 10, I'm playing the game and a Gohan. So that is how you can beat Gohan. Obviously, take the knowledge that you learned and use it into PvP, and you should be successful with this new team you just made. So good luck to you, and hopefully you can destroy those Gohans. Like about to destroy that at.